All right, it's another edition of the One More I'm Out of Here podcast. And
coming to you from?
I'm glad we're not talking about sports today. Unless you want to.
No, I want to suck start a shotgun.
Can I tell you one of the stupidest things I heard over the weekend?
Although I will say one thing on sports. Jill is tied right now in our pick'em league out of like 65 people.
Good
she
for
is
her.
tied for first going into tonight's game. I don't know who the other guy picked. She picked the Cowboys, but they're both at 2 points on confidence, and it may come down to the tiebreaker. And she said that if she loses, she is going to pick up witchcraft and buy a Cowboys doll, burn it, and then send it to our buddy Jonathan Bates.
Who are the Cowboys playing? Because
The Cardinals.
Cardinals.
So, yeah, that's the only sports I want to talk about.
So one of the stupidest thing I heard this weekend was that there's a penny shortage now because the pennies actually cost more to produce than what they're worth. So Trump said, well, then stop making them.
Correct.
So now apparently there's supposed to be a shortage of pennies.
Well,
and the newscaster that was reading this, I heard this story on the radio. The newscaster who was reading this said, well, you know, the convenience stores need pennies, and I guess McDonald's needs pennies, and there's places that retail business. And she says, well, Sheetz came up with a great way to help.
Sheetz.
Oh, I
Sheetz
love
is-
Sheetz.
Sheetz is
Sheetz is
a
fucking
convenience
amazing.
store mainly in the South. They're
here.
are they in Ohio now?
Yeah, there's one up
Okay.
in, I think one up in Springfield, but like West Virginia, they're real big. Dude,
Yeah,
their deli sandwiches are amazing.
Yeah, we see them all the time when Haas was going to Virginia Tech.
Okay, so
So-
what's their solution?
So Sheetz, she actually read this. She said Sheetz came up with a deal, a way to help them increase their penny supply. She said they told customers that if you bring in 100 pennies, we'll give you a free fountain drink.
Worth?
Ooh.
So she actually said that.
It's just not free.
You bring in 100 pennies,
She realizes it's not free. Right?
you get a free fountain.
Who is
You get a dollar fountain drink.
who is the news babe?
I don't want to embarrass her.
That's
please.
amazing.
Dude,
I
so
really.
local news babe?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And she went to journalism school?
I-
Has a degree in journalism?
Apparently research was not her forte.
Why don't they just? I mean, I'm going to ask you a novel.
It's a great ploy though.
Whoa,
Hey, we need pennies. Bring in 100, and you help yourself to a fountain.
why don't they just
Any size.
Free. It's on
round
the
it-
house.
Round it up to a nickel. I mean, why don't they just round it to the nearest nickel and be done with it?
Oh my God.
It's not that hard.
That is fantastic, actually.
Apparently, that's that's the way everything's going to go
Yeah,
in the near
round
future.
it to a nickel. I mean, that's
Everything
what I
will
would
be
do.
either a 00 or 05 or 10 or
Not that
15.
tough.
Jill Billy 007. That's $1 where I come from.
Nope.
That's a
It's you give
It's
us
a-
100 pennies, you get a free fountain.
It's a free fountain drink is what it is. Any size. You can even mix and match.
Oh, you want to get one for your kid too? We'll need 100 more pennies,
100 more pennies.
and then it's
That
free.
is amazing.
Amazingly dumb.
Amazingly dumb. Exactly. And that's
Well, that's why. Who said
that's what we're living with right before Election Day.
Wasn't it Barnum Bailey said there's a sucker born every minute?
Yep.
All right, and he had a sign that said "See the egress."
Jesus.
That's a
15 cents. See the egress.
that's a funny story. I like it. Good for you.
And I had another one too, but I forgot it.
I wonder if
on the way here.
Early onset dementia. We told you.
No, I'm just saying.
I told you a couple shows ago.
Things pop in my head. They pop out. But that's how I wanted to start the show today. So,
I like it.
so I feel pretty good about
It makes sense. Completely makes sense. So, how was your guys' weekend? Anything major, monumental?
No, we had trick or treat on
I mean,
Friday.
How was your? Yeah, because we left the show. So how many kids? Your neighborhood? See, my neighborhood is not like this. So you guys probably got inundated.
You
with
mean
children.
great?
Yeah, I guess not. Whatever word you want to use. My neighborhood, I mean, I was amazed. I went home. I said, you would not believe people are building fire pits in their driveway with tables and lounge chairs.
Yes.
And they're sitting out in their driveway giving out candy.
Might as well be comfortable.
Well, my question is, because that's not how it is in my neighborhood. how many people how much candy do you go through in a neighborhood like this? It's got to be monumental.
We went through 3 giant bags with what I don't know, like 140 pieces or 150 pieces in each
Now, were
bag.
you generous or were you thrifty giving it out?
No, I was firing away, man.
He's
Boom,
got
boom.
got his air compressor with the chute, so he shoots the candy out to the kids.
Nice.
They love it. The kids love it.
It is amazing.
We had,
And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of kids in this neighborhood that need to work on their catching skills because they couldn't catch for shit. There was a few of them, they had the plastic bucket or whatever, boom, right in the bucket. So that was good. But
we had 3
by
kids.
and large, majority can't catch
Well,
shit.
yeah, your neighborhood, as you were stating, your neighborhood is set up a lot different. Ours is in a grid, so it's a very easy. It's easy pickings for Halloween for the kids in this neighborhood because
now, it could be the "Stay the hell off my yard" sign.
It could be.
Could be that.
It's. I mean, yeah, the miser. Oh, Miser Pappas is outside. Oh God,
We
everybody run.
We did not. We literally had 3 groups of kids, and I'm going to take. Let me put this out there, and I know you won't mind.
You must be giving away the full size candy bars then.
We were because it's more for me to keep. But
Oh, that just reminded me of the other thing I wanted to talk about.
thank you. It's
Nailed it.
nice dealing with you. This is great. Go ahead.
No, good. It's right in line with
No,
Halloween.
you
It's a
might
Halloween theme thing.
Well, if you have, I just like to tell everybody, if you have candy, extra candy, okay, and everyone does, and you're like, oh, I'll leave it here, and then let's be honest, you eat a little bit of it, and then you get sick of it, and you end up just dumping it when it's stale or whatever,
There's
or
no
saving
such
it,
thing as extra candy.
or saving it for next year, which is just wrong. But the Yellow Ribbon Support Center takes all candy
Oh, I like that.
that you don't use, and we take it, and Keith packages it up and puts it in care packages for the troops overseas.
Oh, nice.
So
I had no idea.
We don't do chocolate. I don't think it's chocolate because obviously that can melt, but he might take some. He'll probably eat the chocolate, but hard candy, any kind of candy other than melty kind, just drop it off to Keith at the Yellow Ribbon Support Center, right up the road.
It's pretty cool.
Mount Carmel, Tabasco.
It's a good idea.
And drop it off anytime.
A good idea. Speaking of Halloween, how many of you saw videos over the weekend from, like the Ring doorbell cameras and stuff like that?
People taking more than their allotted amount.
People,
of candy?
the individuals would put a giant bowl of candy out in the front and say, please take one.
Yes.
Have a sign up there, please take
Mhm.
one. And I saw video after video after video on my social media this week of adults come with kids coming up and rifling through these bowls of candy and taking every last. In some cases, they just took the bowl and everything.
Well, why not? I mean, why?
And then
why leave
in
the
other
bowl?
cases where they took the decorations on the porch and everything else.
Yes.
Jill posted earlier.
The fuck is wrong with you?
I had 2 giant bowls, but some scamp probably dumped the whole bowl in their bucket 10 minutes after we left.
No, I mean,
what is your
It's called future felons.
God,
It's called future felons.
is stealing
yes.
$20 or $30 or $40 worth of candy really going to make a difference in your life?
Apparently so.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Did you not see the video?
And you're doing this right in front of the kids.
They have to. It's called teaching. Did you not see?
Oh yeah,
Did you not see the video and they're talking about the SNAP benefits expiring, right? Or
we
because
got
of funding?
we got all kinds of that.
Did you not see the video of the family running out of the whole family? We're talking every age group, including a toddler, running out of, I think it was Walmart, and they all had something stolen that they
Yes.
were running out of the store.
Yep, I did see that one. As
I haven't
well.
seen that one yet.
Oh yeah. So well, I mean, I don't understand. That's a controlled environment. You putting unattended candy out? I mean,
Yeah.
come on, that's easy. That's petty. That's nothing.
But the fact that
I
there's
know,
there's
but-
cameras everywhere
but
now,
still.
where when we were younger, as a teenager,
Oh, we could do that.
you thought it
Yeah.
was funny. You're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I'm fucking taking it. Well, now you're on camera everywhere you're at.
Yep.
Anywhere.
You're on camera right now.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Literally
then
right here.
And then there was one video I saw where this really unbelievably fat, out of shape chick is just manhandling his candy and shoving it in that fucking bag. And like she tossed a piece to her kids.
Took one.
And then like this dad is standing there and he's like waiting his turn to grub his candy. And so after she cleans out every last piece, he walks up there and like inspects the bowl to make sure there's nothing.
Make sure they didn't miss anything.
Make sure there's nothing left. And then he throws his hands up like, "Hey, where's mine?" Like, you know, like he almost like is gonna knock on the door and say, "Hey, you're out of candy out here." You know,
I'm not.
And the kid is standing. I saw one video where the mom reached in a giant handful of her grimy mitts, getting as much candy as she can, puts it in her kid's bag, and the kid goes, "Oh, it's heavy." And so, okay, give me that bag, and I'll show you how to do this.
I don't know why
What the hell?
I don't know why you're surprised, but yeah, the people generally suck.
Oh my god! No, I mean,
shitheads.
I've seen that kind of stuff before, but now with the Ring cameras, you see, I mean, there's multiple videos of these numbnuts doing all that shit out there.
I heard. So one of my friends said they were over there in where are they at Turpin Hills, and they said somebody was beating on their door late, like after they turned their lights off, because I don't know what time they did that, maybe 9 o'clock.
It only goes till 8.
I don't.
It's only 2 hours, 6 to 8.
I don't know the rules. Again, I don't have
the
kids,
rules.
so whatever. But they were beating on the door. It was an older group of teenagers that were beating on the door. I'd be like, dude, you're lucky I don't come to the door with something more than candy. like here's the barrel of a large caliber weapon or my garden hose.
Trick or treat now, motherfucker.
The one thing I did not see though is I didn't see anyone dressed up in the Charlie Kirk assassin costume.
I did not, but
anyone with the white T-shirt with the blood stain all down the neck and shoulder.
Not here in Anderson. No, we did not.
Looks like it's glowing in the dark.
Huh, what?
My lollipop has a plastic little thing.
My lollipop. Let's see. I'm trying to find. I have it.
This is my budget candy I got. If I die, this is the budget candy I purchased from Ollie's. So if I die, this is probably because of this. It's a funky looking lollipop.
It is. It actually looks. It looks like it's bad.
It doesn't look good. It's not bad.
Well, here we'll go ahead and play this one. Let me share this screen real quick. Since you brought it up,
what did I bring up?
The Charlie Kirk.
The Charlie Kirk outfit.
Oh, okay.
We didn't see any here, luckily, because I literally would have beat somebody's ass.
Is this the one I think it is?
Yes.
Teachers?
Yes.
Yeah, this pissed me off.
Yeah.
I'm glad you put it up there because I want to talk about this.
It states, "We apologize that the wearing of these shirts caused concern and were upsetting." That's what it is. They thought that they were cute. They were going to get away with it because it was Halloween and no one's going to hold them accountable. Wrong. Everybody saw through it. This is the math department at Vale School District. 8 adults who teaches math to teach our children how to critically think and solve problems can't put their heads together and say this was not a good idea. I call a load of bullshit. So now they're issuing an apology, and this is what their apology said. I highlighted the good part, so we'll read it together. It states, "We apologize that the wearing of these shirts caused concern and were upsetting to some. That was absolutely not the intent of those who wore them."
Real quick for the audio listeners, if you're not watching video, it is Freedom white shirts with blood on the left side, and it's a whole math team.
About 8 or 9 adults.
Yeah.
Adult teachers.
Yeah.
Didn't they say it had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk? Though?
That's
Isn't that
what
she's
they
saying
said.
right there.
That's what she's saying. They issued an apology.
She's going to continue to read their apology, which is
such
complete horse
bullshit. Just bullshit.
"We are sorry, and the shirt will not be worn again. This is a hard lesson for all of us that more thought and care need to be taken in these times. Please know that lesson has been learned. We are saddened that this situation has called into question the character of people who truly love children and would put their life on the line to help them. We ask for your grace and forgiveness. We also want to express concern that some individuals are being targeted online as a result of the misunderstanding. Personal attacks or threats against staff are unacceptable and do not reflect the values of our community." I'm sorry.
You know who got targeted? Fucking Charlie motherfucking Kirk.
First of
Fuck
all,
you.
First of all, where is that? Vale is where? Where is that? Is that in, I don't know where the district
I'm
is.
assuming Colorado, but I'm not positive.
First of all, shame on them for doing it. I loathe their excuse. And more importantly, shame on the administration for trying to just come lie to you with this bullshit excuse that was not our intent. That was exactly your intent.
I don't know how you can.
Whenever they say that was not our intent,
It was your
it
intent.
was their intent.
And each and
like
every
Jimmy
one
Kimmel
of you,
saying, "Oh, I didn't mean to offend anyone. It wasn't my intent."
each and every one of you should be hounded out of that school district because you're horrible people. And the fact that you come up with some bullshit, oh, we didn't know, or blah 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 blah. Really? I mean, I don't know what's more insulting, them doing it or this district coming out with some bullshit, mamby-pamby excuse. Those teachers are paid by taxpayer dollars, and it's every right of the taxpayers in that district to call for their dismissal because that's bullshit. They should not be teaching kids. Bad judgment. That wasn't bad judgment. That was horrible decision. Bad judgment is like eating gas station sushi. That's bad fucking judgment. Okay. This
And you know what? That's a fair analogy.
It's just not. Oh, bad judgment. No, that's a fucking horrible decision. And each one of you should be shit canned.
It was a fucking political statement, is what it was.
Statement. Oh, we're teachers. I mean, you know what? I don't care. You know what? Fire their asses. They have no business imparting those values on kids. What decisions are they making in the classroom when the cameras are off and they're teaching your little crumb cruncher about some lesson? What decisions are they making then?
Right.
Bullshit.
No, so I mean, you led right into that. You forgot that we had that. But
yeah.
No, it's fucking gross. It's just distasteful. And
I didn't hear of any around here.
Can you get that motherfucker out of your mouth? Jesus.
My lollipop. It's Halloween, man.
You got that at Ollie's?
Yeah, there was a giant bag for like $3. It's awesome. And somebody said,
fucking cheap ass Pappas buys a discount Halloween candy.
Fuck off. I save the good shit. I mix in some Twix. I make it look better than it is. But here's the deal. Somebody said I buy candy corn. That is offensive. I do not buy candy corn. No, sir.
I don't know what I like candy corn.
You would, because nobody likes candy corn.
I don't know what the problem with it is.
It's disgusting.
I think it's good.
It's
gross.
It's
fucking wax.
I mean, I don't eat it all the time, but if we got a bag of candy corn around the house,
licorice.
Oh, it's so gross.
Yeah,
figures.
I mean, I like licorice, but I don't like candy corn. Fuck. Ugh, gross.
Gross. Probably like that black licorice, a little thing.
Oh, gross. Oh, no,
nasty.
No. That's what communists eat.
Anyhow, I think there's some of that in here.
Anyhow. Where you want to go, Dana?
I don't know. What about that fat slob, JD Pritzker?
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right. Let's listen. Have you heard this video yet?
I
Pappas?
probably have, but I'll see.
All right. I want to go point by point here because the guy he's a fat lying piece of garbage.
I love it.
Let's I'm going to probably ask you to start and stop the
Yep.
video here, and we'll go point by point. There we go.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about what we're up against in 2025. President Trump and his bootlickers have torn down the U.S. Department of Education from the inside.
All right, stop right there.
Stop.
So he's upset that Trump wants to dismantle. They're in the process of dismantling the Department of Education. What makes the Department of Education so sacred that it can't be called out for the fraud that it is? How many kids has the Department of Education educated?
What are the results that they've achieved since they've been in?
No, our national report card is absolutely abysmal.
Has gotten worse since the establishment.
It's horrific.
Yes, correct. That's correct.
But they always want to talk about, well, these special needs kids aren't going to get. Yes, the special needs kid.
There'll be a.
It's going to be
careful. How you tread.
It's going to be. You're going to have to hold your state level school board members accountable now, because they are going to be the ones. The money is still going to be there.
Correct.
But the people who are going to be in charge of it are not going to be in Washington, D.C.
State and local.
And that's the problem with all these libtards out there. They think the best decisions come from all these really smart people in Washington. No, it's going to be state and local people who are going to be responsible to make sure that money gets to where it can best be used.
And accountable to the voters. Locally.
Accountable to the voters.
Right.
So this whole notion that, and Elizabeth Warren's been putting out a lot of stuff about this.
Can I make another observation?
Pocahontas?
Yeah.
So when Democrats are really good at doing this, when you use the term bootlickers, what is that?
Oh, that's a reference to Nazis.
I mean, like bootlickers. You know, I mean, I don't appreciate that. And then they wonder why people might take up violence against conservatives. I mean, I don't know. I've seen a lot of reports of conservatives being shot, such as Charlie Kirk.
Obama never had any sycophants or
it just
acolytes.
These people with their terms need to be. Yeah. I mean, this is the governor of a large state, a large man, the governor of a big state, very wealthy guy. Don't be
ultra wealthy,
very wealthy guy. But what is I'm sure his kids probably didn't go to public school, so he probably doesn't care. But he's teaching. Who's he speaking to? The Illinois Federation of Teachers. Something happened to our YouTube.
I don't know what happened there. We're good on this end.
Okay. Well, anyhow, but I find it offensive when he uses terms like that because I think he said Jack booted bootlickers or something like that. I just don't like that.
Well, it reminds me of when I saw Randy Weingarten, who
resigned.
Well, she still, when I saw her on TV, she was speaking at the No Kings rally. And I thought she stepped down as president of the National Federation of Teachers.
I think it's because we're sitting idle.
And so apparently she's still the president. But I watched her speak.
I thought she stepped down.
I watched her speak, and maybe she did. But that's what the Chiron said. She's still the president. But in any case, she was still speaking, and she was talking about education.
Right.
But she didn't talk about kids.
Nope.
She didn't talk about teachers.
Nope.
She didn't talk about test scores. All it was Trump, 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 Trump. That's all she talked about.
She kind of has TDS pretty bad.
She's got bad TDS.
She's got bad TDS.
And here's Pritzker's got very bad TDS as well.
He's got bad weight management too.
But all it was about political empowerment for the teachers union.
Are we going to get back into it?
Let's get back on track.
Okay. But I mean, this is what teachers unions are becoming. Go ahead.
That's all they are.
President Trump and his bootlickers have torn down the U.S. Department of Education from the inside.
Good.
Instead of helping to improve math and reading scores
which
like
it
you all are
done.
doing and supporting our educators, they're making it harder for students to get ahead.
No, they're not.
Books are being banned.
Okay, stop right there.
What books are being banned, Dan?
Books that talk about LGBTQ practices, books that talk about anal sex.
Are these the
books
same
that
books?
talk
Let me ask you
about
a question,
guys giving guys blowjobs?
Let me ask you a question. Are these the same books that if you go to a school board meeting and you try to read the very books that are in the libraries of these schools that your crumb crunchers go to, that the liberals sitting on the school board suddenly get offended and have you tossed out of the school board meeting?
And tell you cannot read those
That's right.
words.
You cannot read those words.
I've seen it many times.
But your kid can go in the library and figure out how to do all sorts of shit and read about doing all sorts of twisted shit at very young ages without your knowledge as a parent.
Anal sex, queer sex, transgender crap.
It's just
it
never ceases to amaze me when they talk about this banning of books, right? And they act like, Republicans or conservatives are banning books that, mention anything they disagree with. No, it's a very narrow, specific range of books.
You can go to the bookstore and buy all those books you want
that talk about things that if you tried to quote these books in a school board meeting, the very people that are bashing you, saying you want to ban the books, won't let you read said book at a school board meeting.
If I read from those books on air on one of my radio shows, I'd be kicked out of the radio station.
Correct.
Yes.
I'd put our license in jeopardy.
So spare me the banning of books argument.
All right, here we go.
Continue.
Roll.
History is being erased.
History is being erased.
Yeah,
who's the one?
Because you guys fucking chose to start tearing down fucking statues.
Yeah, how about that?
Thank you.
And doing all of that bullshit. and not teaching history. You are not teaching history anymore.
But that's okay because they don't like that. So that's okay
right.
to them. So who's the ones that are banning history again? Democrats and liberals.
This guy's the biggest fucking ass show I've ever seen.
All right.
Republicans want to take billions away from public schools and pump it into private institutions.
Stop right there.
Competition.
That's exactly right. He's talking about, what's he talking about? He's talking about vouchers. And he's talking about vouchers that if instead of the money that you would spend on your kid going to a public school, if you have a kid that you don't want to go to the public school, then you would get a voucher that takes that money to be spent on the public school, and you can go to a Catholic school or a private school. And that would do what? Create competition. And that's the one thing that teachers' unions do not want above everything else. They do not want to compete for their jobs. They don't want to compete. They don't want to have to go out and prove themselves that they can do a better job at educating kids than another group can.
Unbelievable.
Next.
All right, let me get back to it. I was trying to jump in the comments.
JD ass clown Pritzker.
They want to punish teachers for telling the truth.
Oh, for God's sake.
They want to criminalize educators for supporting LGBTQ students. They want to turn classrooms into cultural war battlegrounds.
All right, let's stop right there. So they want to punish teachers for telling the truth. If you've got a teacher in there who tells a kid, you can change your sex
is that
from a boy to the girl.
Is that the truth?
Is that the truth?
No.
Is that truthful?
No, it's not.
Now you can go out and you can get made up and you can get drugged up and you can get cut up, but that doesn't change what you are on the inside.
No, it does not.
Doesn't change your DNA. No. Doesn't change your chromosomes.
But this is the hill Democrats and liberals want to proverbially die on, metaphorically. I don't get it. I think that, my personal beliefs, and I don't really talk about it much, but my personal beliefs on this whole transgender thing, if you're an adult and you want to do that as an adult, have at it. I'm a big live and let live guy. If Dan, who
by all
sometimes
means,
I question his dress code, but Dan if Dan Carroll wants to go home one day and throw on a dress and walk around Anderson Township, I'm fine with that because Dan Carroll is an adult. He can do whatever he wants. However, I've got a big problem when someone's child is being, might be going through a confused stage or might be whatever, at a child that can't vote, get a tattoo, do anything, make a legal decision on their own. And they're encouraged by their teacher that, oh, it's okay. You think you're a boy or a girl? You're the other side. It's okay. You are. And then they don't even tell the parents.
Right. That's the biggest problem is the parents, aren't involved, and the teacher is becoming the parent in that classroom.
They hide it from the parents.
You can exactly.
And it's dangerous. It is very, very dangerous. And because what happens? The parents are left out of out of the equation.
I love this.
And it's mental illness. I mean, I firmly believe it's mental illness. So you know what? That's my opinion on it. I don't say a lot about it because it's a very small percentage thing. You want to do it as an adult, go ahead and do it.
It's called Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
Correct.
Yeah. All right, let's finish. We got 10
10
seconds left on this one. And I can't remember what he says at the end, but
And I'm sorry to be vulgar, but Donald Trump and his cronies can fuck all the way off.
Yeah, that's right.
Isn't that great? You've got a lot of politicians out there who are dropping, including Kamala Harris.
Oh, listen,
who's out there dropping F-bombs now.
Trump,
I think, do we have a video of Kamala Harris dropping an F-bomb? I think we might. Well, actually,
Trump drops the F-bomb as well. So let's be
fair. That's fine.
It is fair. Let's be fair. However, at the end of the day, when Trump drops the F-bomb, these liberals are the first one to bash him about it, yet they don't have a problem doing it themselves.
I like a politician doing it because it shows that you're at least somewhat normal.
Yeah, no. Trump has dropped the F-bombs too.
Let's see. Where were we going from there? I have this.
No, this is Kamala Harris, and she looks like she's completely soused.
Oh, yeah. Do we want to go there? I'm trying to go through the tabs to figure out which ones
I know. I sent a bunch of shit.
No, it's good. No, they're all good shit. Here, let's just go ahead and share this one.
Maybe people should put
The whole thing was Trump derangement syndrome, which
Yeah.
it is all, everything's tied in. So it all works. We can go wherever. But I hate opening a tab and it starts.
We have so many stars in our party.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many stars.
So many.
And let's not be
Oh.
afraid of them.
Oh.
You know, you talk about Mamdani. I mean, he's exciting
Oh my
this
God.
group of people who
I'm gonna flow
otherwise
in somewhere
don't think
after
of
this, I know.
themselves as being aligned or a part or even seen by the system. You just look at the range of what we have. So many. Jasmine Crockett,
Oh.
who I just talked to recently. I mean, we have so many stars. We have so many stars in our party.
So she's there
There's so
talking
many-
about the Democrat bench.
How hammered
And
is she right there?
She looks like she's totally hammered.
Just hammered out.
And
of
the
her mind.
only names she can come up with are Mamdani
Mamdani
and Jasmine Crockett.
Somebody should tell her. Someone should tell her that the Democrat brand,
Oh my
the
God!
Democrat brand, is at an all-time low in this country. I mean, oh, look who she's talking to. That genius,
John Stewart.
But you know, if I saw,
He's making a face there. He's making a face there, like I know this bitch
bullshit.
has been hitting the sauce
hey,
before
listen,
she came on my show.
with New York, if this is what they want to do, I mean, honestly, we're not going to probably talk. It's not our stick. It's not our area. But if it's just going to be great from a political science experiment to see what happens to the city of New York.
Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. I got one right on cue.
To see what happens after they elect this guy.
Democrat socialist, but his ideas like government ran grocery stores, free buses, free childcare. The buses was free anyway. That's how you know he not from New York. If you from New York, MTA is free. We do not pay for no MTA. We jump in turnstiles, we get it on the bus, back door, front door, it don't matter. So I don't know what the he talking about. It's free. That shit been free. So would that make him a communist in your eyes with all that free stuff, wanting to give away free bus rides?
It
Makes
him a fucking idiot. The shit he's talking about, we do anyway under any policy. That's not some monumental change. This shit been free. Anybody who's from New York knows MTA is free. We do not pay for MTA. What is it? $2.75 now? No, it's 0.00.
So that just proves that he's not a real New Yorker.
Yeah, what the everybody in New York knows MTA is free. He think he doing something. That's common knowledge. If you vote for him, and that's one of the reasons motherfuckers is voting for him, then you should be banned from New York. Like, you're just not sturdy here. That shit is not.
I mean, how awesome is that? The guy was like, I don't pay for shit. I don't pay for shit.
I know what
now."
you're talking about. Pay for the bus?
That's weird.
What the hell's wrong with you?
My problem is there's a lot. I mean, look, there's a lot of people that just can't leave New York. Okay, there's a lot of people that are stuck there, and they're going to bear the brunt of all this shit.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of really good people still in New York City.
Sure.
It's a great city. I wouldn't go there after this. I wouldn't go there right now anyway, but I definitely won't go there after this guy gets elected. The spiral, just the whole political science experiment you're going to be able to witness. And I wonder if the press will be honest. This will be a great thing to watch. Is the press going to be honest about the coming, if this guy wins or when he wins, the coming decline or the coming, the results of him winning? Are they going to be honest about what's going on in New York? Or are they going to just give excuses? What do you think, Dan? I think they're just going to make every excuse under the sun and cover for this guy because he's a Democrat, so he's
what
good.
for Mamdani?
Yeah.
What are you saying? If he doesn't win?
No, he will win. And then
Yeah.
the coming collapse and the coming results of all his policies and what they bring about. Will the press be honest about it when
It'll be someone else's fault.
Oh.
They'll
Trump.
the Trump derangement syndrome that's going around. They'll try and find a way to blame Trump. It won't be Mamdani's fault.
Actually, it is
It
not
was just-
impossible to jump turnstiles. I've seen it. I've been there. I mean, I don't really care if they pay their fee. I mean, I'm responding 513. I don't care if they pay their fee on the. I mean, I don't. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. That's like the smallest thing to worry about on what's about to happen in New York City. Rent control. free rent.
These and it rolls right into this one. These are the
grocery
people,
stores.
These are the people that are going to fucking vote for him.
You think Mondani's the kind of guy that's going to bump around in a free grocery store to government run groceries?
Mondami's family with his family wealth, how wealthy he is.
No fucking way.
I don't think
you ain't going to see him
back.
now.
Oh, the video of him on the bus on the way to the debate was absolutely comical. He's riding on a bus to go to the debate. Yeah, the last debate they had. But these are the people that are going to fucking vote for him.
Oh, I've seen him. Yeah.
I am voting Mamdani
And why?
because he's the most obvious choice.
What makes him an obvious choice for you?
It's just like, I'm trying to think. This reminds me of a certain comedy sketch where the comedian was like, we could either vote in one guy and he's going to give everybody free houses, free rent, and he's going to give everybody a Lamborghini, or we could vote in somebody who's going to burn down the city. That's why I'm voting Mamdani, because I'm voting for the guy who give me the Lamborghini.
Yeah, so you think Mamdani's like just going to give you guys everything?
Not everything.
It's funny she has a
I'm
British
saying
flag
it's
on her chest.
the most obvious choice.
What do you think is going to happen with government-run grocery stores and free buses? Do you think that sounds like a good idea?
That does sound like a good idea.
And freezing the rent?
And she's pulling pubes out of her mouth.
What if they have to freeze the rent to the point where eventually the landlord's not able to come in and fix the washer and make a profit on his own lease?
That's their problem.
Who are you voting for?
That's their problem. That's their problem. Until it comes to you, where they're like, "Hey, you can't wash your clothes," which I don't think she does anyway. Just looking at her, but those are the people that are going to fucking vote for him.
You know, I saw an interesting endorsement. He got an endorsement. Now, you know, he's a practicing, which I don't care about his religion, but he's a practicing Muslim. He speaks Arabic to his supporters, which is fine, I suppose. I mean, I would like to be able to speak Arabic. I'd like to learn it, but point of the matter is, usually your Jewish community and your Arabic community don't get along. He picked up an endorsement from some liberal rabbi over the weekend. I was like,
Mondani did?
Yeah, he did. And I was like, well, that's kind of perplexing. So, hey, as I said, this is 5-1. This is New York's problem. I
agree with you. It just sucks.
It sucks.
I mean, it is what it is.
I heard today they released a poll, and the race is much closer than people think. It's like 6 points.
Is it with Cuomo closing ground, or
well, what the poll said is that
Curtis Sliwa?
If I think it was Sliwa, I think, but had Cuomo reached out to Sliwa and said, "Hey, listen, let's team up. I will put you in charge of public safety or whatever." Made him the whatever. Said, let's team up together against this guy and save New York. The poll said they would have beaten Mondani, but that just didn't happen. So tomorrow's the day, and New Yorkers go decide. It doesn't really matter. I don't bemoan the guy that he's rich. I just 513 is making a thing. I don't hate Pritzker because he's rich. I'm just pointing out that Pritzker, talks like he's a man, at least to his supporters, like he's a man of the people. He's definitely not. And Mondani is definitely not a man of the people either. His family is very, very wealthy, yet he's giving away all this free shit. I mean, point is, what do you tell someone? What do you tell a family in New York that's made an investment in like an apartment building or something like that? And this guy's going to come along now. He has his wealth, right? He's got his shit.
He's got his.
He's got his shit.
And he didn't have to. He didn't have to work.
And he didn't have to work for it. But you want your shit, like you've invested in this building, and here he comes now saying, "Hey, we're going to do free rent or rent control, heavy duty rent control or subsidized housing here, and you can only charge so much." Or what do you tell the guy? I'm glad you brought that up. What do you tell the guy that has a business on the corner and he's buying and selling groceries on the corner? Because there's a lot of what they call bodega type businesses in New York, because it's not easy to walk 10 or 15 blocks. And the real estate makes it that you can't have a giant supermarket because it's so expensive. You might want to look that up. I know I'm talking over your head here, but I'll try to talk simply. So at the end of the day, what do you tell that guy when the city's going to come in and they're going to open up because you're charging what they consider to be too much, right? So, but because you have to make a profit, you have to pay your rent, pay wages, do all, pay your insurance
and live.
Making money is what this country's about. You need to be able to make money. But no, the government, the state, the city's going to come in and run government-run grocery stores because they, know how to do it, and they're going to be able to sell it cheaper because they're not in it for profit. Well, where was that tried before? Because I'm old enough to remember when the Soviet Union was around, and we used to have video after video after video of people going to grocery stores in the Soviet Union, and there was nothing. Virtually, the shelves were empty. There was one of one thing. And whether you needed it or not, the people would go in and buy it because you didn't know what was going to be there tomorrow.
You might need it.
You might need it, or you might be able to trade it for what you did need. Somebody else might need it, but that's okay. Again, I'm going to watch with keen attention to what happens in New York State. The other thing is how much of this shit that this cornhole has promised, okay, is going to be implemented. I will wait and see if he's going to do what he says or he's going to just get in power and not do what he says.
You said it earlier best. Like it's the greatest social experiment ever, but has the greatest chance of failure. And so many people are going to suffer because of it. And that's unfortunate.
John Stossel's got a series of videos out talking about socialism and the kind of stuff that Mondani is promising. And John Stossel, he used to be on 2020, I believe ABC, I think it was 20 years ago, has been doing his own thing for years now. And just a great reporter, just really great at using very simple language, very easy to understand language, very a lot of examples of what he's talking about that are very common sense, very easy to understand. And when I see his videos a lot of times on social media, I repost them and I encourage people to watch them because the guy just makes a ton of sense. And he's been talking about Mondani and how socialism has always failed, no matter where it's been tried, no matter who tries it. And the stuff that he is talking about, and he just goes right down the line and explains why it's not going to work and why it can't work. And there's so many people out there in New York who are have already voted, and they're holding up their stickers. Oh, I voted for Mondani. How very proud, they are to have done that.
So it's.
Well, I mean, we have a similar situation right here in Cincinnati. For God's sakes, you can't turn on the news.
Oh yeah.
What we have? We had 7 shootings. What was it, Dan? You did the news.
7 people shot. But one
Sunday
person
morning?
killed over the weekend. Yeah.
Okay. So that's Sunday.
There was a shooting like a running gun battle on Short Vine and over the Rhine.
Over the Rhine.
No, Short Vine and Clifton.
The news was real quiet about it.
Yeah.
I didn't see it till hours later. And then right here on the border of Anderson Township in Mount Washington.
And then if you hear the video, man, the video is like boom, 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 boom. I mean, all these shots being fired. People are running for their lives.
Right. And so right here on the corner, right bordering Anderson Township is Mount Washington. Used to be a really solid blue collar community. Great homes, nice homes, well kept.
Within the city
of Cincinnati.
I used to live in Mount Washington.
Did you really?
In an apartment building.
Yeah. So, but now what's happened is a lot of those apartments have gone Section 8, and with that comes problems because the city doesn't, vet their tenants per se. And what happened last night? 3:00 in the morning, not far from Anderson Township, within earshot of Anderson Township, 3:00 in the morning. A lot of gunshots were going off last night. And from what I've heard, it's been happening like every 2 to 3 weeks over there. You have a choice. You can, city of Cincinnati is going to go out. This should be front and center. This should be news. This should be talked about. The mayor apparently has his eye on whatever next office he's going to run for. They don't ask him any questions about this. He's turned comments off on his social media. He was delivering pizza while people were being shot downtown. He shows up at the Board of Elections and delivers or was eating pizza with early voters. Personally, I find it hilarious. The same people are going to go out and, just like Mondani is going to be elected in New York City, the mayor has, his base, and they're going to go out and elect him. And I'm sad for the businesses that are invested hundreds of thousands, their life savings into being downtown, trying to make a living, restaurants, whatever. And what's going to happen with the city of Cincinnati. It's the news has never been this bad in my lifetime living here
Mhm.
than it has been the last, 6 months? Less than a summer? It's been a bad summer.
It's a lot of violence.
A lot of
Although
violence.
the mayor would tend to disagree with you.
He will disagree.
And what did the mayor do? He scapegoated the police chief, and now she's on leave pending an investigation by a review by a law firm that does not do policing. And you guys, the general public's going to say, "Oh yeah, I think he's doing a good job. Look how cute he is. He makes a nice face on social media or on a magazine or whatever." So we're going to vote for him and put him back in office. Okay,
Right.
great.
All right, we'll move on. Continuing with the Trump derangement syndrome and the fucking this video made me giggle of the all the immigration stuff that's going on. This guy.
So, by the way,
I follow this guy on TikTok.
by the way, the last guy that we had on, that guy's put out a ton of great videos where he walks up to people and he did a bunch of videos on the No Kings rally and that was talking to people, asking very simple
I
questions.
think we still have more of him.
Yeah, but he was great, and this guy's good too. I love this guy. This is fantastic. Have you seen this one?
Mhm.
Watch this one.
These refined gentlemen over there support the border policy.
Yeah.
They just came over.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
illegally, no papers. We need a home.
I don't know what.
You have one.
I know, but I live with it. A lot of people live in my house.
Oh, that's fine. The more the merrier.
More the merrier.
Could you translate and tell them she said yes?
See.
Thank you.
So should we set them up in the front lawn, or do you want us to set them up inside?
Tents.
Kidding, right? I didn't say yes.
I thought you did.
No, I said no.
So you would do anything for like all the
Yeah, I think we have to be here.
Guys, this is great. I think we found a new home for you guys.
Look at the bus.
I don't understand what this is all about.
The immigration. They're gonna move into your
house. They are
Yeah.
not.
What do you mean? You just said you wanted to support everyone, though.
I don't.
No, they're
Guys,
not
we
violent.
got a
They're
new
not
house.
violent. They're good. They're
Oh no,
like,
hop it, just like you guys did before.
Look at it. Look at her face.
Wait,
We're looking for
Your
a place for them to stay. They just came across. They'll sleep on floors. I mean, they're not picky,
We have like a 2-year-old, so
Hector's good with kids.
Hector's good.
So
But it's
is that not typical liberalism in a nutshell? Do rules for thee, but not for me, right?
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, we should do everything we can to help these illegals that come into the country.
The guy, I've got kids. Well, what about all the kids? What about everyone else's kids? What about them? I mean, you can't come in my house. I mean, that's just perfect. And is that? I mean, I don't know who put that video out, but I love every bit of it.
I follow that guy, Nick something. I follow him on TikTok, and his shit is funny as fuck.
Getting
He
back,
does it all the time.
you have the tab on. We were talking about just for a second. I know it's going to probably blow up some people, but remember we were talking about the trannies there for a second, and kids that are struggling with that. The parents are putting. You said it's the Munchausen syndrome.
Yeah.
What did Jamie Lee Curtis put up there? I thought you had that tab,
Yep,
Jamie Lee
I do.
Curtis.
I got it
think
right
this
here.
is pretty funny.
I got it right here.
We looked at it earlier.
Are her kids adults though?
I don't
Are
know
they?
when I don't know when.
There
but
you
if
go.
look at
In
Hollywood.
this photo, I can't. I don't know about you, Pappas, but I for one cannot tell which one
Well, I'd like to throw this out
is
to
the
the
son
listeners.
and which one is the daughter.
I'd like to
I
throw this
really-
out to the listeners. Now, what does the top of that say? What does it say? She says.
I don't care how progressive she is. The actual daughter has got to be pissed about this comment.
Yeah, but what did she say?
And the comment says Jamie Lee Curtis says nobody knows which
Nobody
of her
knows.
daughters is trans, and she wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay.
For the audio listeners, it is very obvious. Very, very obvious.
I don't know. You guys are making that up. I can't tell.
I can't tell.
I got to flip a coin on that one.
I'm a judgy motherfucker, apparently, but it is very obvious.
I mean, who's more
I
pissed?
encourage you to go
She looks
back
very
to
proud,
YouTube.
doesn't she?
Who's more pissed off, the dude or the girl that's like, "Are you shitting me, mom? Are you kidding me? Thanks, mom."
But I encourage any of the audio listeners to go to YouTube and find a video just to see this picture.
I wanted to lighten it up a little bit because that's just funny. And
No one knows. No one can tell which one.
I think in Hollywood, I think they did like a study, and they said like a vast majority of these actors' kids are experimenting with this transsexual stuff. Like a large majority. I don't know what you take from that, other than maybe parenting skills. I'm not sure, but whatever. I mean, yeah, I think I can tell which one is which. The other daughter's not bad looking. I mean, she's kind of okay.
You talking about the one on your left? Is that right?
My left or your left? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm confused
Your
here because it really matters. In this.
He's talking about
on Jamie Lee Curtis's right.
No,
I can't.
no.
So so we're having a laugh at that.
You said hard. You said hard. No.
Can I just bring up one of the absolute ugliest things that is going to be uglier than uglier
than that?
than what we just saw in that photo right there?
Hard.
And that is this narrative that is going around about J.D. Vance and Charlie Kirk's widow, Erica Kirk.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
I saw it. There was an event.
I watched
was it on
thing.
Friday? The event was at Southern. Was it Southern Miss or Ole Miss?
No, it was Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
I watched the whole thing. It was great.
And big Turning Point USA celebration. And Erica
J.D.
Kirk,
Vance fucking handled his fucking business, and it was
really
amazing.
He was really good.
Yeah, Erica Kirk spoke to the crowd for 20, 25 minutes, and as she was walking off, J.D. Vance was walking on. These two have been close friends for a long time. And J.D. Vance's wife is a close friend with Erica Kirk as well. And they were one of the first to comfort her after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And so as she's walking off the stage and J.D. Vance is walking on, they pause and they hug before J.D. Vance comes and makes his remarks.
Correct.
There are certain individuals out there who are using a still photo of that hug to talk about, well, J.D. Vance, and they're suggesting that J.D. Vance and Erica Kirk are hooking up, that J.D. Vance is going to divorce his wife, that Mega does not accept J.D. Vance's wife because she is of Indian descent.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Usha,
who is just a totally class individual,
very
who is totally successful in her own right. By any measure in this country legally, and it's just one of the ugliest things.
It's disgusting what they're doing.
That they're saying, that they're spinning this narrative. My wife texted me today and said, "Is J.D. Vance going to get divorced?"
She really asked you that?
And marry Erica Kirk.
She asked you that
because of the stuff she's seeing on her social media.
Yeah, I've seen them manipulate the photo and like put different things over there, and I find it. But let's be fair; these are the same people that when Charlie Kirk was assassinated were laughing about it. So does anything really surprise you anymore?
But what degree of Trump derangement syndrome is this when individuals have to put out just some of the absolute worst?
I'm glad you brought
kind of
that
stuff.
up.
And then this is the kind of thing. Remember that day I really got pissed off at 513 because he said, "Well, you guys," I don't even remember what we were talking about.
I can't remember, but you were hot.
But he said, "Well, you guys were just." And he acted as if like he knew how we were going to react to a certain situation.
He does that often.
Or what our opinion was.
He does.
This is the same kind of thing. They're saying, because J.D. Vance's wife is not, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, or WASP is the term, that somehow we think less of her, or we're not going to accept her. And that is just complete bullshit.
It's stupid.
Can I remind?
And there's people that believe this shit. It's just so dangerous.
Is this the same people that in the Virginia need to remind them that who the Republicans nominated and are voting for governor of that state? What is she, Dan?
Winsome Sears?
Yeah, what is she?
Oh, she's fantastic.
I know
she's an immigrant from Jamaica.
Very immigrant from Jamaica, Army veteran or
Marine Corps veteran,
and very accomplished, very successful. What's her nationality?
Well, I mean, she's an American now, but she came to this country. I think she was 10 or 12 years old.
Would you call her African American?
Oh, she's black. Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
No doubt.
But Barack
Jamaican,
Obama, savior of the Democrat Party, who was he just in? Who was he just in Virginia promoting and stumping for?
For Spanberger, Abigail Spanberger, who is whiter than white.
Whiter than white.
Is as white as white can be.
Almost translucent.
But didn't Barack Obama chastise?
Yes.
A group of young black men.
Yes.
Telling them that, hey, we got to vote for this black woman, Kamala Harris. Why? Because she's black.
Everything else, so that shows the hypocrisy of the Democrat Party and liberals in general. You have they're transferring their shortcomings, their inner feelings onto Republicans. I saw Usha at the Republican. I had not seen her speak before. I saw her at the Republican National Convention. She did a great job. Everything I've read about her is very impressive. Something else people don't know, she has been, as Dan mentioned, when they have been friends with the Kirks for a while, a long time,
like fucking besties.
And she has been one of Erica Kirk's confidants or rocks, or someone she leans on for support through this horrible ordeal. This kind of crap that Democrats, liberals are doing, they think it's funny. I think it's sick, but you're never going to get them to stop doing it.
It is extremely sick.
You're never going to get them to stop doing it. They think they're clever. They think it's cool when, if this was, and what Dan mentioned is correct. You would not see the reverse being done on the scale it's being done by on the left that would be on the right. You just don't see it because we're different people.
This is completely different, but funny in my own mind. Our best friend Chris Short announced that his last PET scan, he had throat cancer, was free and clear, and he's on the road to recovery. He's my best friend. He was the best man at my wedding. I came up behind him, gave him a hug, and put my hand against the back of his head, in his hair. My fingertips were in his hair. It doesn't mean that me and Chris are gay now. We're not a couple.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Well, it's fine. But I'm just saying, like, I grabbed him because I was super excited and happy, and emotion took over, and I grabbed his head and, gave him a big hug, and, we were all happy about it. That's exactly what happened in that, when Erica Kirk was walking off the stage and she wanted her friend J.D. Vance to speak in honor of her fucking husband.
Yeah.
But then they grab onto it. Oh, her fingers are going through his hair.
Give me a break.
Did you see that? Oh my God. You guys are fucking deranged. You're fucking deranged.
They have a big problem. And the problem is my opinion, is their lack of any sense of morals. And the ends to a Democrat, to a liberal, always justify the means. So
sure,
if that means tearing down or, laughing about Charlie Kirk because, that helps the left or hurts conservatives, that's cool. Do it. If that means 8 teachers in Vail School District are going to dress up with blood all over their shirts, wearing Turning Point shirts, and say, that doesn't mean what we thought it meant, they'll do it. That's cool. They have no moral compass, is my opinion.
Correct.
And that's why they do and get away with everything that they do. And it's not the same on the right.
All right. There's even more going on in social media. There's a woman out there who I guess is making a big splash with a podcast right now. I don't know her name. I don't know really who she is or why she's famous. I saw someone post that
Jennifer Welch,
that whoever she endorses for president is going to win. And of course she hates Trump. I know that. But here's a little sample of the type of offering that this woman gives to her listeners. Let's see what she's got.
Dementia-ridden asshole running the United States of America right now. He is so over his skis. It is so abundantly obvious. Shame on corporate media or any media that isn't covering this absolute mental decline, the likes of which the world has never seen, to quote him, on full display. And because he absolutely does not understand foreign policy, he ends up sending out on his social media platform
Is that Ruth Bader in the
he had to
background?
form because he got kicked off of all of the others after he tried to overthrow the federal government and have
Black
his
sheep on
supporters
the shelf.
kill his vice president.
No, I think
He calls it True Social. I like to call it Lie
Hate it.
Social. Here's what he posts. The United States has more nuclear weapons than any other country.
Fact.
This was accomplished, including a complete update and renovation of existing weapons during my first term in office.
Fact.
Because of the tremendous destructive power, I hated to do it, but had no choice. Russia is second and China is a distant third, but will be even within 5 years. Because of other countries' testing programs, I've instructed the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis. That process will begin immediately. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And then we go into caps lock, President Donald J. Trump. What the fuck? I mean, this person should not have nuclear weapons. He got lost in Japan while the Japanese prime minister was walking him in basically a square. He couldn't follow the instructions.
Meanwhile, guy shit his pants
This is
had
a
access.
911. I remember a time when the Republican Party cared about our country.
All right,
and
turn
about
her off.
our
Turn her off.
military.
That's
It
enough of that
wasn't so
bullshit.
First of all, who
blindly-
is this person?
Apparently, she's like the most famous blogger or the podcaster on the left right now.
Okay, she's got obviously there. I could see it over her left shoulder in the background. She's got a painting of Ruth Bader, so I know who she is.
She's total libtard.
Total
Right.
lib. And at the end of the day,
Yeah.
was she concerned?
And look at that. If that's the basement of her home,
I don't know what it is.
I mean, is that a marble column
I don't know.
over her left shoulder?
No, I think it's concrete.
I mean, she's rich. She's
I
got
mean,
money.
I mean, she whatever.
So that's nice, but she goes on this long rant about how bad Trump is. But the one thing that she didn't do, Andrew, is offer a single example.
No, and let me say something else about that, because did you notice? And you guys might have missed this. So Trump was overseas, obviously, right?
Yes.
He was in Asia.
Yeah.
And he did a whirlwind. Boom, boom, boom. Stop.
But
Trump-
according to her, he's a buffoon when it comes to foreign policy.
Correct. And then he's on the plane interacting with the press. Okay. He doesn't hide from the press, unlike our last president, that everyone suddenly forgets how many press conferences he ever gave. And then he comes home, and what does he do? Stands out and gives out, doesn't hide in the basement, doesn't have to go rest, doesn't miss a beat. Him and Melania stand out for how long and hand out candy at the frickin' White House? I forget. It was over an hour or two, and almost hugged almost every child that came up was giving him hugs. I mean, this guy, my point in mentioning this, he never, ever stops. I don't know how he does it. He's 7? How old's Trump?
70.
Is he 78 now?
I think he's 78.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think.
I got to ask you guys, if you were doing half of this shit, would you be like, I'm sorry, guys, I need a nap.
I turn
gotta-
46 next week and I'm fucking done.
Tired, right?
I'm fucking done.
He never, ever stops. And for her to go on this freaking psychotic rant about Trump this, getting lost that, and he shouldn't have the keys to the nuclear, where was her concern the last administration? Was she as concerned then?
When Sleepy Joe was taking a fucking nap and shit in his fucking
Shit in
bed.
his pants. Remember, he shit at the Vatican. He shit himself at the Vatican.
Well, what she doesn't understand, if
we're definitely going
Kim Jong-un,
because I still have more shit to play.
or Kim Jong-un or ill, whatever the leader in
Jong-un.
North
I
Korea
think it's
is going to test nuclear weapons, and if Vladimir Putin thinks he's going to test nuclear weapons, when Trump says, then we're going to test nuclear, that's called peace through strength. That is a signal that he is not fucking around.
That's a signal that, yes,
Yeah.
it is an escalation.
And
but
he's
it's a
saying to the other
response.
countries,
Yeah.
you want to test nukes?
Yeah.
Then fine. Let's go down that road and see how we're looking.
What? Wait,
Because you ain't looking very good.
It's called FAFO.
What is? I would really like to ask the question, because dipshit's asking a question.
Oh shit.
Are we okay with nuclear testing? I mean, yeah, I don't.
I'm fine with it.
I don't have a big issue about it. If it's in response to the Russians, and if it's trying to, demonstrate that we're not going to sit here and just be flat-footed while the Russians conduct this testing. And
the fact that he's saying nobody's done nuclear testing for 30 years, you are fucking deranged as well, because it's definitely happening. It is still definitely happening.
I mean, how does them doing nuclear testing change your life? I mean, I'm asking a serious question. How does Trump issuing a directive for the Department of Defense start nuclear testing, and how's that going to change your life? It's not
at all.
It's not going to change your life at all.
Because you're never even going to know that it's happening.
You're not going to know that it's happening. Number one, it's not like it's going to occur down the street. And to be fair, do you even know where it occurs? I'm sure out in Nevada somewhere, probably. I have no clue. But I don't have a big issue with it if it serves to bring maybe Russia and China back to the bargaining table. What's a better thing? They're going to do it, and we're going to say, okay, you guys do it. Okay, do it, but don't do it that much. I mean, I don't understand. I really don't understand.
I'll give you a 6. Don't go to a 7. I'll give you a 6.
And I got to tell you, 513. On one hand, here I'm going to say something because I kind of wonder when I see the tests from the Pacific back in the 50s. Right? They got all these ships sitting out there, and they're like, "Let's see what a nuclear bomb does beneath these ships." I'm like, who's the fucking idiot that thought this was a good idea? You know, we're gonna just nuke a lagoon and just obliterate everything in it and see what happens to these ships. I mean, do you not have anything better to do with your time? That's not how nuclear testing occurs anymore. No. Maybe you should read up on it a bit. A lot of it is smaller nukes in a laboratory, not a laboratory like in a lab, but they've got surrounded by
a test site
with data, and they can extrapolate a lot of data from a smaller blast. They're not, blowing it up into the atmosphere. Am I a fan of it? I would say overall, probably not. But
you have to keep up with the Joneses.
If it demonstrates to the Chinese and Russians that we're not going to just sit back and let them keep doing what they're doing without responses, peace through strength, I don't have a big problem with it. And I would bet you don't even know when it's happening. I mean, I would bet you $1 a donut.
No fucking clue.
You don't even know that it's happening. So
most of the people in the military don't even know when it's happening.
I'd like to ask you a question. How does that affect your life? Them doing nuclear testing or having the nukes right now ready to go off, ready to be on a missile. How is that going to affect your life? How is your life going to change one way or the other? It's not. So freak out about it if you want. I personally think that maybe it might bring Russia and China back to the bargaining table and say, you know what, you're right. Maybe we shouldn't do it.
But isn't it good to know that we have a president who is at least aware of
proactive.
And is on top of,
and he's proactive
and is reacting to this situation?
Well, he's not reacting; he's proactive.
Well, yeah, he's proactive. And then this is, and for her to talk about, he doesn't know anything about foreign policy. Well, she's a moron. She's an idiot.
What has she done? That's my point. What has she done?
She's got TD. She's obviously got Trump derangement syndrome because she went and she talked about all that stuff that Trump doesn't know about, and she didn't offer a single example. Not a single example of anything.
He walked away. He walked away.
You know what I appreciate? I appreciate we have a president.
I think he was looking at shit, to be honest with you.
I appreciate we have a president that saw
I got a tapper
quote. A bunch of people getting killed in Nigeria, Christians being slaughtered. And he said, you know what? This is not right. I'm not going to sit around and take this shit. And he made a threat against him. He says, you know what? I would probably I would consider sending troops in to protect these people. I don't have a problem with that. I think we finally have a president. I think we finally have a president that is putting America first, because for a long time, America has not been first. And, he is acknowledging the fact he's seeing something going wrong in Africa. He did stop. How many wars did he stop in Africa? 2 or 3. I think he stopped 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And there is a conflict going on there where
I had that list
Muslim
at one time.
minority,
I don't know what I did with it.
A Muslim terrorist group is literally wholesale slaughtering Christian villages one after the other. And the government isn't doing much, if anything, there. Maybe they can't, to prevent it. So he said, look, you need to get a handle on this, or we're going to come in and protect these people or stop it or take action against it. I like that. I personally like that. If you don't, okay, I'm sorry. We'll disagree. And you don't think he wants to do 1950s stuff. Where is your evidence? Where is he doing it? And there's someone telling you right there. Yes. I mean, Jason's saying, okay, I have heard, I mean, maybe you don't know what an EMP is, but I have heard that what the Navy is kind of concerned about is the electric catapults aren't nearly as reliable as the steam ones, which have been working for how many years? 75 years?
Yeah. I know a Navy pilot who literally said steam is way more reliable than electric.
But hey, I'll let the military do that.
Yeah,
and as far as the Israel-Palestine,
I stay in my
conflict,
fucking lane.
You know what? I will say this: I've seen where I've read reports, and Dan, you're a lot more up on this than I am, that Hamas violated some ceasefire.
God damn, he's going through like a fucking bullet list.
I know he's got his whole little list of things.
He did homework, though. He did research, unlike that one reporter.
I think that the Hamas-Israel ceasefire is holding fairly okay. I don't think I don't think it's broken down yet. I saw Hamas.
There's been a couple of violations. Israel struck back very hard and pretty much shut it down. At least
I saw
according
video
to everything
of Hamas,
I've read so far.
The only thing I saw was Hamas attacked a aid truck.
We're derailing,
and then
we're derailing.
So yeah, we're derailing, and I'm not going to let him do that. But
But
at the end of the day,
I want him to see something from his side, where they're starting to eat their own is the way this is the way this is written.
Concerned about SNAP funds running out, why not ask Democrats in the Senate to vote to open up the government?
And you reopen the government and we lose our leverage.
Of course, there will be, families that are going to suffer. But it is one of the few leverage times we have.
This is also, Congresswoman, this is also
It's in the
a
background.
choice by Senate Democrats
No,
to not
it is
vote to
not.
open the government. Yes, it is.
SNAP recipients shouldn't go without food. People should be getting paid in this country. And we've tried to do that 13 times. You voted no 13 times.
If you are so concerned about
the name of the song is "In Hell I'll Be in Good Company." that was playing behind it.
look, if you don't know, if you can't,
But those are the Democrats are already starting to realize like what the fuck is going on.
because they're the ones that are voting these opening the government down. They're voted, 15, 17 times now. I mean, the only one that is speaking truthfully about this, besides some media people, but John Fetterman is calling it what it is. The Democrats are doing this, and they're the ones that are saying no. And the Republicans are just issuing clean CRs. Keep it open. Let's keep negotiating. Just open the government back up. I will say this. We're now approaching record territory here, depending on who you listen to and when days you count. It's the 35 days, I think it is. As I reported, or as I told you earlier, Houston Airport in Houston Intercontinental Airport, the biggest hub for United, other than maybe Chicago or Denver, has had a 3-hour wait at the security line today because TSA didn't have enough people there.
Yeah.
And TSA people are not going to show up if they're not getting paid.
Yeah. Would you work for free?
I would not. I probably would not unless I was deemed essential, knowing that I was going to get my back pay. So, I mean, I probably, knowing me, I probably would show up. But I'll say this. This is now starting.
Most people would not.
How are you going to conduct business if transportation is being impacted? 3-hour security line is unbelievably long. And this is going to start affecting business because you can't conduct travel. So I think this thing needs to get solved pretty quick. And not to mention the SNAP benefits that are going to hurt families that started, I guess, today or yesterday, or today, Monday. But let's place blame where blame goes. It's on the Democrats. They're the ones that keep voting no on this because Charles Schumer does not want to get primaried. Pure and simple.
I've got one more video to go with the Trump derangement syndrome, and then we're gonna hit our sponsor, Murphy Engraving, and then we will sign out, and then we'll figure out again on air
on the fly when their next show is.
When we're going. But this is just absolutely fucking disgusting to me. And I found this video, and it's just ignorant.
Is telling other people to go harass 18-year-old Kai Trump at a golf tournament.
Always use the term DEI hire. Well, guess what? Kai Trump will now be a DEI LPGA golfer. I am asking for all PTL fans and anti-Trumpers out there to go to this LPGA event and bring up signs of her grandfather hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. And I implore all of you to yell on her backswing. She's not even a top 70 amateur junior golfer. The only reason why she got an LPGA Golf Tour exemption, maybe two reasons. The first, of course, being her last name, because her grandfather is Donald Trump. And perhaps the second reason is because her mother is dating somebody by the name of Tiger Woods. Both ridiculous.
You know what's ridiculous? Your entire video. And the fact that you're asking people to take time out of their day to go harass an 18-year-old at a sporting event. You sound very bitter. What do you think? That by attacking his granddaughter and harassing his granddaughter, that's some form of activism? No, it's not. Tell you what, though, This is the exact type of behavior I would expect to see out of a beta liberal male. However, I want to point something out here, because this is where sheer hypocrisy comes in. He seems to be upset that she is taking somebody's spot when she didn't earn it. Well, there are plenty of men that have played in women's sports and won medals that they didn't deserve either. So there's that. I can't recall anybody showing up to harass Chelsea Clinton for anything.
How fucking perfect is that? I mean, what a shitbag. And honestly, I'm going to say it. If you could, anybody doesn't know, if you could put a face on Cincy 513, it would be that guy. If you don't know who he is.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
that was harsh.
Hi everyone, Dan Carroll here. Time to tell you about a great new sponsor for the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. It's Murphy Engraving. Murphy Engraving is the place to go for your business, industrial, and personal engraving needs. Take a look at the Murphy Engraving page on Facebook, and you're going to see all kinds of unique items that really seem to take on a life of their own because they've been customized with an image, a name, or a logo, and all of it just really beautifully done. The acrylic sports awards that light up are especially creative and very cool. The customized bottles of bourbon, those are my personal favorite. And wait till you see what they can do with items that are made out of wood. The next time you want to recognize someone special or you're looking for that one-of-a-kind gift, you'll be glad you checked out Murphy Engraving. And a bonus, you're supporting a local family-owned business run by brothers Brian and Kevin, who is a lifetime firefighter and Air Force vet. At Murphy Engraving, they turn the ordinary into the extraordinary, and at Murphy Engraving, we are American-made. We're watching the video just popped up of Jaden Daniels getting hurt last night, the quarterback for the Washington.
Yeah, that's
Commanders.
You can't.
That elbow's not supposed to bend that way.
You can't park there, sir.
What do you call that? Is there a term for that? When your elbow
it's
bends the wrong way?
It's dislocated.
Wrecked.
Fucked. F-U-C-T, fucked is what it is.
That's horrific. That's pretty ugly.
Hey guys, we appreciate you guys
You think that hurt?
tuning in and listening to us rant and chiming in.
By the way,
we had a
Kai Trump is still in high school.
Yes.
Leave her alone. She's not taking anyone else's spot to be in this event.
She got invited.
The sponsor's exemption.
It was an invite.
That's what I'm saying. Sponsor's exemption. She was invited to play.
But that fucking clown, and you want to go and fuck with her while she's trying to play
Democrats,
a fucking
let me
game
say
that
this.
she's really good at, by the way.
And this happens a lot locally. Democrats don't mind doxing people. They just love to throw out the word dox when they think that they're the recipients of it. But they have no problem. And they're doxing her. I think it's bullshit.
Election day tomorrow, wherever you're at.
Hey, election day.
Make sure you get out and vote. Do your civil duty
That's right.
and vote.
Vote tomorrow.
I already did. I voted early because I'll be at the firehouse tomorrow. So
don't forget.
I've already done mine.
Don't forget, Republicans vote on Tuesday. Democrats vote on Wednesday.
Ooh, you can get sued for that. I wouldn't say that, buddy.
Why can you get sued for that?
They'll say that. Remember that guy sent a tweet out. He did a tweet.
Fuck
on that,
them.
And
It's a fucking joke.
I understand it's a joke.
Take a joke.
They're not funny people.
Well, if you're dumb enough to believe it, then you're dumb enough. Then you're too stupid to vote anyway.
Well, there's a lot of those out there.
Andrew and I will be back Thursday.
That's why we have people
5
like
p.m.
Hey,
Thursday.
Cincinnati, get out and vote. Anderson Township, vote Girth, and vote Lawston.
Absolutely.
Lawston.
Berkowitz on our side of town for judge. Vote
Absolutely.
For,
yes.
Vote for school board. We have Heiss and Bell running. So, get out there and vote, folks. You got 6:30. Polls are open. 6:30 a.m. till 7:30 p.m.
7:30 p.m. That's right.
You'll be out there, won't you?
We'll see you Thursday at 5 p.m.
All day.